All right, worksheet day 23, business math. We're at the end of the interest section, so we're under the interest, installment buying, rule of 78, and revolving charge credit cards. Donald Peterson bought a new ski boat. The cash price was $18,400, but Donald chose to finance the purchase by paying $3,000 down and making 36 monthly payments of $490 each. After making the payment for month 29, Donald paid off the remaining balance on the installment loan. Use the fraction rebate table and calculate the following. So he purchased the item, but he's going to pay it off early, so he's going to save some of that interest. So the first thing we need to find is the total finance charge. If we have to find the total finance charge, first we have to find out how much did he actually finance. Well, the cash price was $18,400. Paid $3,000 down, so if I subtract off my $3,000, I have $5,400, which is the amount that he ended up having to, or not 5,000, how about 15,000? $15,400, which is the amount that he actually ended up borrowing then. How much did he pay in? Well, he made 36 monthly payments of $490 each. So if I take $490 times my 36 payments, I grab the calculator here, 490 times 36 payments means he paid in $17,640. The amount that he ends up financing then is the difference between those two numbers. So if I take my $17,640, subtract my $15,400, the amount that he financed was $2,240. $2,240 is the amount he actually ended up financing. We're going to find then the outstanding loan balance at the time of payoff. So how we're going to figure that out is we have to figure out how many payments he had left. So he started out with 36 total payments, but he's going to pay it off after month number 29. So if I take 36 minus 29, he's got 7 left to pay. So if I take that 7 that he has left to pay times his payments, 7 times 490, that means he has $3,430 that he has left to pay off his loan. So then what they're going to do is figure out the rebate amount. How much is he going to save in interest? And how they're going to figure that out is they're going to use this rebate fraction table. You are going to use the number of payments that he has left, which is 7, the sum of 1 to 7, and then you're going to do the sum of the total number of payments, 36. So you could do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 to find the top number, and then 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to 36 to find the bottom number, but that would be a pain, so they made a table for you. So if you bring up the table, it looks like this. So what you're going to do is look for the month, 7 months, the sum of that digits. If I went 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 would be 28. So 28 is going to be the top number of our fraction. I'm going to write that down. Then we had 36 payments to go. So months to go, we have 36 total payments. If I would add from 1 to 36, 1, 2, 3, so forth, the total of that sum is 666. So our fraction of our rebate, of course it erased everything, the fraction of our rebate amount is going to be 28 over 666. We are going to multiply that by the total finance charge. The finance charge was the one that we had on number 1. The finance charge that we had there was $2,240. And so we're going to take that times 2,240. Now to put that into your calculator, the easiest thing to do is take 2,240 times the 28 and divide by the 666. So 2,240 times 28 divided by 666 gives me, and I have to round that off to the nearest cent, but what I'm getting is 94.174, so forth. So $94.17 is the amount that I'm going to save on my payments. So in order to find the loan payoff amount, then I'm going to take the outstanding balance that I had. The outstanding balance was $3,040. $3,430. And so I have to take that $3,430. I'm going to subtract off the $94.17 that I'm going to save. 3,430 minus 94.17. And so I'm going to have $3,335.83 to pay off my loan. So instead of having to pay this amount that I had left, I only have to pay this amount here because I got a rebate. I got part of my interest back. So $3,335.83 would be my loan payoff amount. So quite a few steps on there, and when I switch back and forth on the board, it decides it likes to erase stuff, but hopefully you have that first part written down. If not, rewind and write down those first two parts, and we'll go on to the next one. So number 2, same kind of thing. Sam Foster bought a used sport utility vehicle. The cash price was $17,500, but Sam chose to finance the purchase by paying $3,000 down and making 60 monthly payments of $277 each. After making payment month 34, Sam paid off the remaining balance on his loan, and therefore he's going to save some money on his interest. So first of all, the cash price was $17,500, but he had to make a down payment. He made a down payment of $3,000, so $14,500 was the actual amount that he ended up borrowing. The amount that he's going to pay, $277 a month for 60 months. So if I take $277 times 60, I get $16,620. And so the total finance charges, I'm going to take the total amount I paid minus the amount that I financed. So if I minus my $14,500 from my $16,620, I get $2,120. So $2,120 is the amount that I actually end up financing. To find the outstanding loan balance at the time of payoff, I have to figure out how many months I have left to pay. My original loan was 60 months. I paid it off after month 34. So 60 minus 34 means I have 26 payments left. Each of those payments is $277. So if I take 26 times 277, I get $7,202. $7,202 that I would have left to pay. So that's my outstanding balance at the time of my loan payoff. Since I paid it off, or since I'm going to pay it off early, I'm going to get a rebate amount. So again, I have to find the sum of the months that were left. We had 26 payments left over the sum of the total number of payments, 60. So I want to add 1 to 26 and 1 to 60 all the way up, but that would take forever, so we use the table. So I'm going to look in the table over here. And so I want to find 26 and 60. If I slide down here, the sum of the digits, if I go from 1 to 6, is 351. The sum of my digits for 60, 1,830. So here's the 26. The top number of our fraction is going to be 351. Here's the 60. The bottom number of our fraction, 1,830. So if I go back to my paper, again, it erased all my good stuff, but I am going to take the 351 over 1,830 times my total finance charges. My total finance charges were 2,120. And again, the easiest way to get that in your calculator, 2,120 times the 351 on top divided by the 1830 that's on the bottom. So 2,120 times 351 divided by 1830 gives me 406.622. So $406.62 is going to be the amount of my rebate. So I have to take my outstanding balance at the time of the loan payoff, which was $7,202. So $7,202. I'm going to subtract off the amount I'm going to save, $406.62. And so if I do that, $7,202 minus $406.62, $6,795.38 is going to be my loan payoff amount. How much I have to pay lump sum at the end to pay off the rest of my loan. And number 3 is going to look pretty close to that one. Susan Simmons bought a new truck. The cash price was $28,700, but Susan chose to finance the purchase by paying $1,000 down and making 60 monthly payments of $506 each. After making the payment for month 28, Susan paid off the remaining balance on the installment loan. Use the fraction or rebate fraction table to calculate the following. So again, the first thing we want to do is figure out how much did we borrow and how much are we going to end up paying. So the cash price was $28,700. I paid $1,000 down. So $27,700 is the amount that I borrowed. I'm going to pay $506 for 60 months. So if I take 506 times 60, I'm going to end up paying in $30,360. So this is how much I borrowed, this is how much I end up paying. If I subtract those two amounts, it's going to give me my finance charges. So minus the $27,700 gives me $2,660. $2,660 would be the total finance charges, the extra that I had to pay on that loan. I next want to find my outstanding loan balance at the time of the payoff, so I have to figure out how many payments I have left. I started with 60 payments. I paid 28 of them. So if I take 60 minus 28, I've got 32 left to pay. Each of those payments are $506. So 32 times 506 gives me, let me write it over here, $16,192. So $16,192 is the outstanding balance at the time of the loan payoff. And again, I'm going to have to look at the rebate amount, so my board's going to move shortly, so hopefully you have that written down. But to find the rebate amount, I'm going to find the sum of the payments left, so 1 to 32, and the sum of the total number of payments, which is 60. So 32 and 60 is what I'm going to look for in my table. So if I go over to my table, 32 is up here. 32 says 528. The 60 should be the same as before because the sum shouldn't change, but again, the 60 is 1,830. So 528 and 1,830. If I go back to my problem, then my fraction I said was 528 over 1,830. I have to multiply that by my finance charges to see how much I'm going to save in finance charges. Again, if I double check here, my finance charges were $2,660. 2,660, and again on my calculator I'm just going to put the 2,660 times the 528 and divide it by the 1,830. And so I don't want to use the fraction key because I don't want to get a fraction answer, I want a decimal answer. So 2,660 times 528 divided by 1830 gives me 767.475. So 767.48 when I round that off to the nearest cent. So my rebate amount, $767.48. I'm going to subtract that from the outstanding balance that I had, the amount that I have to pay back in my payments. And so my payment amount was $16,192. Got erased. So I'm going to take $16,192. I'm going to subtract off the $767.48 that I'm going to save. $16,192 minus $767.48, and that gives me $15,424.52 for my loan payoff amount. So that's the lump sum payment I would have to pay in order to pay my truck off early. All right, number 4 is leading up to how we figure out our bill for credit cards. And on these ones, we are going to do monthly interest instead of annual and having to divide it out. It says, Tom Jenkins purchased a home theater system from Designs Unlimited. The price was $4,600 cash, or he could pay $100 down in monthly payments of $225. The monthly interest rate is 0.5%. Assume that Tom chooses the installment plan, and based on the information above, calculate the following. First of all, how much did he finance? We're going to figure that out just like we did on all the rest of them. My cash price was $4,600. I paid $100 down, so the amount that I financed, $4,500. So just subtracting off my down payment. Then I want to find the interest for month 1. So to find the interest for month 1, we're going to take the amount we owe, the $4,500, times the monthly interest rate, 0.0050, right? I've got to move it back 2 places, so 0.0050 times 1 month, right? So we're just using 1 month, so we're just using a 1 there. And so it's not going to change anything. We're just going to take the 4,500 times the 0.005. So if I multiply that out, 4,500 times 0.005, I get $22.50. So I borrowed $4,500. After month 1, I owe $22.50 in interest. And so the outstanding balance at the end of the month would be that $4,500 that I owe plus the $22.50 that I had in interest. So I would have $45,22.50 if I add those together. Now that's the amount that I owed, but I'm going to make a payment on that. And so I'm not going to pay that full amount. I'm not going to pay all of that month. I'm only going to pay $225 of that. And so now I've got to take the total amount I owe minus the $225. So $45,22.50 minus $225, which was my payment, means that $4,297.50 is going to be my outstanding balance at the end of month 1. Now if I was going on with that, again, I'd have to find my interest for the next month, subtract off my payment, and so forth and so on until I was done with how many ever payments I was making. Number 5, going to be the same kind of thing here. Scott Richards purchased a home theater system from New Decor Furniture Incorporated. The price was $3,025 cash, or he could pay $750 down in monthly payments of $125. The monthly interest rate is 1.5%. So the amount financed, I'd take my cash price, the $3,025, subtract off my down payment, $750 down. So 3,025 minus 750 gives me $2,275, and that's going to be the amount that I financed. The interest for month 1, I have to take the amount that I owe, $2,275, times my interest rate, 1.5%, so 0.0150 times 1 month. Since it was a monthly interest rate, and I'm just doing the interest for month number 1. So times 0.0150 means I have 34.125, so $34.13 would be the amount of my interest for month 1. To find my outstanding balance at the end of month 1, first of all, I'm going to figure out the total I owed. I borrowed $2,275, plus I had $34.13 in interest. So if I add 2,275 plus $34.13, the total I owe is $2309.13. I'm not going to make that full payment. I'm just going to make a payment of $125. So now I'm going to pay off my $125. So minus 125, and I would still owe $2,184.13. So my outstanding balance at the end of the month, $2,184.13. So it's going to start you off with ones that look like this, and then it's going to give you a credit card one, which are going to be longer. If I look at the next page here, it says information about payment, purchases, and cash advances for the month of December for Barbara Jackson's credit card account is provided below. The credit card company charges 1% monthly interest on the average daily balance. We are going to do a 30-day billing cycle. So I want to go through December 30th. So I always like to make a little thing down here to remind me that I have to do December 30th. I want to find the average daily balance. So I have to find the average that I have for each of these. It's kind of like when we did the average on some of those other tables. We first of all have to figure out from December 1st through December 6th. How many days do I have there? Well, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, right? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. 6 days. We had a balance of $2,400. Then we're going from December 7th to December 10th because it ended on the 11th. So the quicker way is just to take 11 minus 7, that's 4 days. Or you could say 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 days. There I had a balance of $26.75. Then I'm going to go from December 11th to, that's the 20th, so I would say the 19th. And so 20 minus 11 would be 9 days. Or 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 9 days. We had a balance of $3,100. Then we have to do December 20th through December 30th, the end of our billing statement, the last of the month. So I'm going 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 11 days, if I count. I should be able to add these up. Here's 10, 19, 20 plus 10 would be 30, and have 30 days because there were 30 days in my billing cycle. So I always like to go back and double check that my total number of days matches 30 because I know I have to have 30 days total. And there I had a balance of $1,950. So what I'm going to do to find my average daily balance is I have to take 2,400 times 6, 2675 times 4, 3,100 times 9, and 1950 times 11. So if I multiply that out, 2,400 times 6 would be 14,400. I'm just going to put my list down here because I don't want to smush it in on the side. So 14,400 was the 2,400 times 6. And then I did 2,675 times 4. 10,700 is 2,675 times 4. And then I'm going to do 3,100 times 9. 27,900 would be my 3,100 times 9 days. And then I'm going to do 1,950 times 11. 21,450 is my 1,950 times 11. I'm going to add those up. So 14,400 plus 10,700 plus 27,900 plus 21,450. I get 74,450. That's the total I had over the course of 30 days. So to find my average daily balance, I'm going to take that sum and divide it by 30 days. And so I get 2,481.666666666. So my average daily balance, $2,481.67. To find my finance charges, I'm just going to use that monthly interest, 1% interest. I'm going to multiply it by my average daily balance. So I'm going to take the $2,481.67 times 1%, so 0.01. $2,481.67 times 0.01 gives me 24.8167. So $24.82 would be the amount of my finance charge. So those are kind of long ones. The key is finding out how many days, and like I said, on the first part, the easy way is just to take 7 minus 1 is 6 days, 11 minus 7 is 4 days, 20 minus 11 is 9 days. Doesn't work with the last one because I have to add that extra day on there. 30 minus 20 is only 10, but I got to count the day 30, and so it ends up being 11 days. So I just count 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 11 days. So the sum of these days should be 30 days. And then I multiply the days times the balance, add them all up, divide by 30 days. That gives me my average daily balance. And then my finance charge, I just take that times whatever the monthly interest rate is. So that is the end of the interest chapter. So if I slide back up to the top here, if it lets me slide back up to the top, it doesn't want me to do it. There he goes. That's worksheet day 23. On interest, we did the rule of 78 and the revolving charge, credit cards. We'll have a couple different kind of problems, and that's the end of the chapter.